Hello, hello, volleyball fans who are tuning in. Welcome back dito sa Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. And this is a quick set brought to us by Smart. And of course, marami na naman nga tayo mga matchups na aabutan for today. Alright, with that being said, kitang-kita nga natin ngayon sa ating screens ang ating mga matches na mapapanood for today. So first up is we have our qualifications round. So we have the Bethel Academy happening at 10 a.m. rather versus Arellano University High School. At mamaya namang 12 p.m. is we have a Far Eastern University Diliman versus Lyceum of the Philippines University Cavite. And for our semis, which is gonna happen later this afternoon as well, King's Montessori School, Bacolod de Taytong High School, National University Nazareth School versus Adamson University. So once again, guys, marami naman talaga tayong dapat tutukan dito. At speaking of pagtututok, kitang-kita rin natin ang ating mga live stream channels. So the 2024 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League is live on a Smart live stream app, free and open to all networks, also live on Smart Sports in Puso, Pilipinas. And you can also watch on Shakey's Super League Facebook and on TV at Solar Sports. There you have it, our quick set this morning.
Match, a clash of two teams which pulled off some prizes in the preliminary round before losing in the quarterfinals yesterday. It's Bethel Academy Blue Heroes taking on Arellano Lady Braves. Hello everyone who's watching us live. Ken Pangalinan alongside former UST Golden Tigress Rhea Maritela Raagas. And Rhea, tough way for these two teams to lose out yesterday, pero may pagkakataon silang bumawi dito.
Exactly, Ken. We witnessed a decisive quarterfinals with all teams winning in 3 sets. And right now, these teams are in a redemption mindset. But the more important question is how they will able to translate that into escaping another loss.
And our playoff bracket, we have our 4 teams in the semifinals already. KMS and Bacolod Taytong will square off later on. And then the rematch of the UAP Season 86 Finals. NU Nazareth School taking on etong Adamson University. Let's talk first about Bethel Academy in their last game against King's Montessori School. This was a pretty competitive straight sets win by KMS. Kumbaga, pinahirapan din talaga ng Bethel Academy itong Lady Vikings.
Right, Bethel Academy marched into the quarterfinals as winners of 3 straight matches and as top of the squad in Pool A. But unfortunately nga for them, KMS dominated the attacking department with 41-31 while also capitalizing on the 25 errors committed by Bethel and that of their 6 service aces as well.
Now we feature our smart power player, Shane Ritarta. She has really turned heads here in our league and not much different in their last game against the Lady Vikings.
Well, Ritarta continued to play well for Bethel Academy and has been the leading scorer with 16 points built on 15 attacks and 1 ace, though it just wasn't enough for them to get past the King's Montessori School as they need more numbers from other wing spikers.
Now we switch over to the side of the Arellano Lady Braves at nakita natin dito na kalaban nila yung Bacolod Taytong High School, and particularly those second and third sets, Rhea, they had a legitimate chance of taking those, kaya lang kinapos lang sila sa dulo.
Right, and the Thunderbolts held a spiking discrepancy with 40-29, also had more blocks, 3-1, while capitalizing on the Junior Lady Chiefs' 26 errors.
And Samaranan has also been a revelation para dito sa Lady Braves, doing it on both ends and produced really well in their quarterfinals matchup.
Well, a very consistent player for Arellano University. And in that game, she finished 16 points, 10 attacks, and 2 aces. But what was missing was the help in scoring from her teammates. Also given that Bacolod Taytong had 4 players who scored at least 8 points in that previous game.
And now let's get things started. Let's turn you over to Irvin Awitin for our player introductions.
16 Pao de Vera. Make way for their teammates. Number 1, Penelope Vargas. Number 2, Rasha Hernandez. Number 3, MJ Palawan. Number 5, AJ Lepided. Number 6, Catherine Chu. Number 7, Ria Diaz. Number 8, Sam Maranan. Number 9, Sel Pecanya. Number 11, Iya Manligas. Number 13, Telly Legaspi. Number 14, Tal Pueblas. And their second libero is number 10, Mavi Peralta. And now please welcome your Bethel Academy Blue Heroes. Beginning with the team captain and first libero, number 10, Dash Doroha. Please welcome her teammates. Number 1, Iya Agbisi. Number 2, Jai Porto. Number 3, J. Armintia. Number 5, Gabriela Lagmay. And number 7, Yuri Swamer. Number 8, Rain Reducto. Number 9, Xiaoding Lasat. Number 11, Shane Reterta. Number 12, April Treinta. Number 14, Jocelyn Camilion. Number 17, Kyle Ko. Number 18, Car Maneha. And their second libero is number 13, Yana Viniegra. Presenting our game officials for match number 37. First referee, George Soliman. Second referee, Kirby Ortega. For both teams, first for the Bethel Academy Blue Heroes. Outside hitter number 2, Jai Porto. Setter number 3, J. Armintia. Middle blocker number 8, Rain Reducto. Another middle blocker number 9, Xiaoding Lasat. Outside hitter number 11, Shane Reterta. Opposite hitter number 12, April Treinta. And their starting libero and team captain number 10, Tash Doroha. Head coach of the Bethel Academy Blue Heroes is Tristan Garcia. And now the starting lineup for Arellano University Baby Chiefs. Beginning with team captain setter number 4, Chai Gavika. Opposite hitter number 2, Rasha Hernandez. Outside hitter number 6, Catherine Chu. Middle blocker number 7, Ria Diaz. Outside hitter number 8, Sam Maranan. Middle blocker number 14, Tal Pueblas. And their starting libero is number 16, Pao de Vera. Coaching the Arellano Baby Chiefs is Hebron Zardea.
Bethel Academy versus Arellano University. And we have the starting six. Shane Retarta, Armintia, Reducto, Dinglasan, Treinta, Porto, and Tash Doroa ang kanilang starting libero. On the side naman of Arellano, it's Samaran leading the way with Gavica, Rona Diaz, Tali Pueblas, Rasha Hernandez, Catherine Chu, and Cadence Pau de Vera ang kanilang starting libero. First game of our 4-game slate this Thursday. We have our classification matches in our first 2 games. These are the teams that lost their quarterfinals matchups yesterday. And then later on, like we showed at the playoff bracket, we have Bacolod Taytong High School taking on KMS. And then NU Nazareth School against Adamson University. Set number 1 just about to go underway, and it's brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
Both teams coming from a loss here. So let's see how they will respond to that in the from the quarterfinals.
They immediately go to Retarta. Samaranan. And there was no touch on the side of Arellano.
She has been the main gunner so far since the quarterfinals. Talking about Bethel Academy. And most of her points actually came from the middle.
Talking about Maranan, no? Nung first set, actually, Gaira and I covered that game. And, yeah, right on cue. Although yun, medyo chance ball na kasi yun. But most of their attacks, especially ito si Samaranan, were coming off that middle portion. Because we're so used to her getting offense on the left pin. So, a nice wrinkle on the side of Coach Hebro Sardea. And now, we see Retarta answering back yung puntos kanina ni Samaranan.
A side-out game for Bethel Academy, but so far, scoring produced by Retarta and Maranan from both teams.
You covered the game yesterday of Bethel Academy against Kings Montessori School as they commit a service error there. What do you think was the biggest difference in that match that enabled yung Lady Vikings to pull through?
Well, kaya nakausap ko nga itong si Shane Retarta, no? Their offense was mostly built on the middle attackers, and para sa kanya, nagkulang daw sila sa setup play doon sa wing areas, which is actually important, no? Para tumatakbo yung blockers ng kalaban mo.
Retarta getting her second point.
And again, this time, sa gitna naman, well, if she's in the front line, pwede mo talaga siyang bigyan ng bola sa open or sa gitna, and she really makes it certain na makakapunto siya.
Well, if plans push through, we will see Shane Retarta in the UAP soon as an attack error on the side of Arellano. So hulaan nyo na lang, one of the 8 UAP teams. Saan kaya maglalaro? Ito si Shane Retarta. Now, if you're an avid volleyball fan, I'm sure you've heard the rumors. Sam Maranan, again, through the block.
This time with a triple block, but still, Sam Maranan unfazed by that blockers from Bethel.
Sam Maranan from Batangas. Arellano will reload. They go to Catherine Chu. And the errors, no, there was a touch on the side of Bethel.
That was a antenna violation committed by the blockers of Bethel.
Oh, an ace! And Sam Maranan just piling up the points once more. And that serve of the game brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. 6-3. Retarta pushing it. Maranan from the pipe. And that's gonna go to the side of Bethel Academy.
She was ready for it, Ken. Unfortunately, that set was too low for Samantha Maranan.
Bethel Academy, one of the 4 newcomers for this season. And they're the only ones among the newest teams that was able to qualify for the quarterfinals as Tali Pueblas gets on the board para dito sa Arellano.
I'm talking about Bethel, Ken, no? They actually were on a winning streak in the preliminary rounds, but in their quarterfinals, unfortunately, nahihirapan nga sila sa kanilang attacking. And this time, commits a rotational fault. Well, this has been the problem sa Bethel nung quarterfinals, miscommunication.
We have our first technical timeout lamang ang Arellano 8-4.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Ken and Rhea, babalitaan ko lang muna kayo sa side ng Bethel Academy and their team ka-captain Dash De Roja is currently playing as their libero. It's because earlier when warming up, she accidentally sprained her ankle. Nothing too serious according naman kay Coach Tristan, but he said that he's expecting some of his girls to step up just like number 8, Joanna Reducto, and we might see number 17, Denise Kailko on the court. But their setter, she also mentioned to me na yesterday ay nakaka-experience na nga daw siya ng cramp. So let's see kung paano niya aalalayan ang sarili niya in today's game. Yun lang muna, balik sa inyo.
You know, Sab, you talked to Coach Tristan earlier, and I'm sure you had a good chat with him. Ano yung sa tingin mong moral nila heading into this tournament, Sab?
Well, yesterday he mentioned to me na this time they're really not expecting so much, and for this game, gustong-gusto lang daw nila na sana daw ay maka-5th place sila dahil for them, feeling nila champions na daw sila. Lalong-lalo na this game, medyo importante rin sa kanila ito. Knowing na sila nga daw ay ngayon lang din naman nakapunta nga dito sa GVIL. Your thoughts on this, Ken and Rhea?
Awesome job, as always. Sabrina San Diego, our courtside reporter, working the sidelines here as itong Bethel Academy cutting this lead down to 2, 8-6. And so far, no? It's been a game of errors, Rhea.
Yes.
Medyo dumadami na, but that time around, you saw there, itong si Hernandez getting that one in para dito sa Lady Braves.
Well, talking about errors, Ken, no, Bethel Academy and Arellano in their previous game actually generated the same amount of errors, 25 for Bethel and 26 for Arellano, almost a set. And this time, another service error for Arellano.
9-7. And you know, I also have had a brief chat with Coach Tristan Garcia earlier. So apparently, he's also managing itong Bethel Academy School. So a huge role to fill for him. And then he was named the head coach. He had to step in 3.5 weeks. And nakita naman, no, this is his first head coaching stint. And he was able to pilot itong Bethel Academy into the quarterfinals.
And not only that, Ken, no, also the fact na they swept the preliminary rounds is already a big deal for Bethel.
We have Kachu. Sa gitna, they go. And Reducto able to get that one in.
Better pass this time for Bethel, paved a way for that offense in the middle, courtesy of Reducto.
Porto now serving for the Blue Heroes. Sa gitna, Rona Diaz. Armindia going back to Shane Ritarta. Good defense there by Arellano. But Sam Maranan finding a spot in zone number 6.
Well, that was a hard set for Sam Maranan, and the only way to do that was to actually target that end line, and a good execution from her as it dropped there sa end line.
11-9. Rona Diaz hailing from Valenzuela City. But that serve goes nowhere for Arellano.
Exactly. And hindi sila makakalamang here in the first set. If they continue to commit those errors, no, lalo na dun sa service area.
This is Reducto, one of their middle blockers. Sa gitna, Pueblas. Maranan emerges. They go to the pipe. Treinta unable to get it across.
Trienta a little bit hesitant on that approach. But in their previous game, it was actually her who helped itong si Ritarta in scoring against KMS.
Jem Cavica from Antipolo, Rizal. Pumunta siya sa gitna. And that's good. Baka dito kay Tali Pueblas. And we have our first timeout requested by Coach Tristan Garcia.
Bakit natin hinayaan na ganyan? Sabi ko sa inyo, dig deep. Oo, wala na tayong, talo tayo kapon, wala na tayong motivation. Pero kailangan nyo maggumawa ng motivation nyo. Dictate how you play.
Guys, huwag i-down yung sarili. Up tayo. Tao-tao yan.
Walang mangyayari pag binababa natin. Hindi sila pumapalo.
That huddle was powered by Smart Live More Today.
Coach Garcia reminding the girls na kalimutan na nga yung laro nila kahapon against KMS, although it was a 3-0 win by KMS, but this is a new game and they have to bounce back from that loss.
From what I understand, Rhea, I think Coach Tristan Garcia is the youngest head coach that we have here at the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
What a way for him.
Halos kay dad lang ng courtside reporter natin, no? As itong Arellano with a 4-point lead, 14-10.
And Ritarta commits an error this time in the right pin.
You know, like we said, with Coach Tristan, huge responsibility on his shoulders of just providing impact para dito sa kanyang mga young girls. And Shane Ritarta, speaking of impact, has produced really well so far early on para dito sa Blue Heroes.
Yes, this is what I love about Ritarta actually. Kung saan siya nakapwesto, doon din siya binibigyan ng sets. And, well, nakakapagpuntos din naman siya.
Muntikan na. Treinta, that was picked up. Sam Maranan, oh, good dig from Doroha.
Oh, still alive.
Pump set. Ritarta with a power tip.
What a dig that was coming from their team captain, Doroha. And that set was already too tight and too close. Buti na lang, itong si Ritarta, mataas tumalon.
We'll have our first substitution. Oh, Treinta. Limping towards the bench. I'm sure Sam will have a report later on her condition. But right now, Bethel Academy trailing by 2, 14-12. Punta sila sa gitna. Maranan picked up by Ritarta. Arellano will reload. Maranan from the left pin. Ritarta was there. Chu crossing over. Sam Maranan one more time. Bagong pasok, binigyan agad si Ritarta. Punta sila sa kabila, but that's gonna go out.
So far, the blockers of Arellano has been spot on and they are able to contain itong si Ritarta, mapa middleman or opposite or even in the outside attacking.
The Batangueña will now serve. Chance ball para dito sa Lady Braves. Punta na sa gitna, and that was Tali Pueblas with a conversion. And Arellano University ahead by 4, 16-12. Tali Pueblas and the rest of the Lady Braves now heading into the second technical timeout ahead.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
16-12, Arellano with a 4-point lead, and Treinta suffering what looks like a left ankle injury. Sabrina Santiago is on her way to check her condition. But it's pretty unfortunate kasi kanina lang sa warm-up, we mentioned their team captain, si Tash Doroha, also injured her foot. So, adversity early para dito sa Bethel Academy. Although they are within striking distance here in the opening set.
Samaranan, another service error for her. I think she was trying to go for that high pressure serve to disrupt the passing of Bethel.
Shane Retarta. Good serve. Putil sa gitna. Itatawid na lang dito ni Doroha. Reverse set. Hernandez. Doroha again doing a good job despite not being 100%. But they fall short on that offensive attack.
Well, Bethel, kinakailangan nilang, it's gonna be costly for them if they continue to give up these free balls dito sa Arellano because early on here in the first set, na-activate na nga ni Gavika ang kaniyang mga attackers.
Naitawid. Tinaas papunta kay Catherine Chu. Armintia to Retarta. Samaranan. But another error. Double contact against the Lady Braves.
It's a quick decision made by their team captain setter. Unfortunately, a double contact violation.
So it's 14 serving 17. Diaz pounds it in para dito sa Arellano.
So far, for Arellano, we have points from Chu, Diaz, Maranan, and Pueblas, which is actually a good sign of Gavika activating her attackers.
18-14. Arellano just keeping their lead here. Porto. Chu was there. 1-2 play attempt ni Gavika. Nabasa. Maranan. Again, doing work from the back. And tough angle if you're Kat Chu. As a point goes to Suamer.
Very aggressive at the net itong si Suamer. She already knew that set was too tight.
Suamer check in, replace the injured Treinta. Pump set, Kachu. Reterta sa likod. Kachu unable to get it across. So point goes once more para dito sa Blue Heroes.
Well, in that last sequence, that set was too far off the net for Kachu.
Free ball for the Blue Heroes. What will they do here? They go middle. Reducto scores.
Finally, an activation now for Reducto in the middle. And that was because of that chance ball.
That smart power play of the set presented by Smart. Live more today. Timeout by Arellano. Let's listen in.
Wala pang pumapasok sa palo mo. 4, 3 palo, wala pang pumapasok, puro not over. Oh. Hindi porket di pumapasok yan, hindi mo nagagawa ng paraan. Gawa mo ng paraan kung paano mo papasukin yung palo mo. Paano? Nanggagaling dito sa ibaba yung kamay, tapos saka mo papaluin pataas. Ibig sabihin, nandito ang kamay, contact sa taas para pumasok. Papasukin mo muna pag nadepensahan, yung pakalawang balik sa'yo, saka mo lakasan. Kuhanin mo yung rhythm mo.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today.
I think what coach is trying to say is that the girls, they need to play smart in their offense, lalo na't nababantayan na nga ng mga blockers ng Bethel. And if nadedepensahan, tsaka lang nila papaluin ng malakas at the second time.
Rona Diaz, almost. Bethel with the chance to tie here. But that's gonna be out.
Another costly error now committed by Porto. That could have been their chance for a deadlock here in set number 1.
I think both teams are having trouble executing their
Yes.
plays. It's been a multitude of errors so far.
And well, that's because, Ken, no, you can see the high pressure serves by both teams. But this time, unfortunately, Kachu commits another error. Ito na nga yung problema nila in their quarterfinals game.
Bethel Academy finished number 1 in Pool A in the Potato Corner pool. An ace, a much needed one galing dito kay Trisha Porto.
A timely ace for Porto. And that float serve was really spot on. Biglang bumaba in the middle.
Meanwhile, Sabrina San Diego has an injury report.
Ken and Ray, as you have noticed earlier na nasa floor na nga no, si April 30 dahil nga nagkaroon lang nga siya ng sprain sa kanyang left foot. At sabi rin naman sa akin ng kanilang strength and conditioning coach na si Coach Iris, nothing to worry naman daw dahil nakakaupo pa rin naman siya. But as of the moment, kitang-kita natin na nilalagyan pa nga rin siya ng ice pack. So we'll see if kakayanan pa rin niyang makabalik dito nga sa ating match na to. Yun lang muna, balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Sab. And Treinta, questionable to return dito sa ating laban.
But the good news there, Ken, is that may possibility pa nga na makabalik itong si 30.
Balit muna ng tao dito si Coach Tristan. Checking in is Rich Agbisit. Lian Agbisit commits a service error.
A costly one for Bethel. And I think Agbisit was subbed in for that role. Unfortunately nga, nagka-error lang.
21 serving 20. Arellano as Bethel Academy commits a positional fault the second time here in the set.
It's a back-to-back error now for Bethel.
Obviously, the Blue Heroes bewildered at that last call. But going back to Arellano, they are one of 2 NCAA teams that qualified in the quarterfinals. Last year, Rhea, wala tayong NCAA teams that made the playoffs. So, very impressive feat by Arellano as well as LPU Cavite, who later on will play FEU Diliman. Finally breaking through. Those 2 schools made the semifinals in the recent NCAA Season 99 Girls Volleyball Tournament na nagtapos lang just last month. So, halos tuloy-tuloy din, no? itong mga NCAA teams that we have here. As Arellano with another point. 23-20. Coach Tristan Garcia. Sues for time once more. Let's listen in.
Dito. Shane, punta na dito. Nandun na tayo lahat. Kung sino man yan. Tapos, libero. Kung si Trisha papasa, tapos si Trisha. Tapos dito. Tama? Pwede? Okay, shift tayo para nandun na si Shane. Hey girls, wala. Ganun talaga. Bago yung pwesto eh. Okay? Kaya natin manalo pa dyan.
Sarap yan yung sarap.
Nagkakamali na tayo pero nahihirapan pa rin sila sa atin. Okay, okay.
Let's go! Stay! Gonna stay!
That huddle was powered by Smart Live More today.
Huge adjustments are being made so far by Bethel here in set number 1 as 2 players are down for them, or at least 1. And for now, itong si Reterta ang kanilang go-to player or option to score a point, and that has been the reminder in that previous timeout.
Arellano 2 points away from grabbing set number 1. Armintia. Free ball for the Lady Braves. Punta sila sa gitna. And Tali Pueblas delivers.
And another chance ball nga given up by Bethel, paved a way for that quick attack by Arellano. And so far, itong Arellano, they continue to target Reterta, which is, by the way, playing as an all-open attacker.
Yeah. Mostly she has played the middle blocker
Yes.
position eh. And I think they had to adjust because of the injury
Yes.
of Doroha, their team captain. But if there's anything that Reterta could not necessarily emulate, but study, girls like Ara Panique,
Yes.
na Marga Altea, yung mga nagsiswitch talaga ng position, no? Because of their height, because of their versatility. Here she is. This time denied by Tali Pueblas.
Well-timed block there for Arellano to end set number 1. And a good anticipation on the attack of Reterta after giving up that chance ball.
Return to sender. Tali Pueblas and the rest of the Arellano Lady Braves took care of set number 1, 25-21.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
(25-21) po yung naging score natin noong opening set as Arellano getting on the board. Let's check out what happened in the first set, Rhea. And medyo slow start for both teams in terms of executing their plays.
Well, but what changed here for Arellano, Ken, is that Gavica actually played a good role in activating her attackers in Chu, in Diaz, Maranan, and even Pueblas in the middle. And of course, in the side of Bethel Academy, the high pressure serves nahihirapan nga sila sa kanilang mga pasa. So, in turn, they gave away free ball or free chance balls to Arellano. And ayun na nga, Arellano, nakakapag-opensa sila and vary their plays.
And Dali Pueblas was the star of set number 1, especially in the latter stages. Here, she denies itong si Shane Reterta to encapsulate what happened in that first set. 25-21, the Lady Braves 2 sets away from getting a win. Let's check out the numbers on that first set.
And you can really see the disparity of the attacks here by Bethel and Arellano. 11-7 with also 3 aces by Arellano. Ito na nga, dito sila naging mas malakas sa kanilang service aces. Nahihirapan ang Bethel in their offense. And also, although mas madami yung errors ng Arellano, but still, Bethel only generated 7 attacks.
13-10. 23 combined errors for both of these two teams. Kaya nga sinabi namin, no, very slow yung naging start nila no opening set. So, we'll find out if they were able to warm up, especially itong Bethel Academy because they're nursing some injuries. Both sustained today, one prior to the match and then one in the first set. Meanwhile, San Diego has a report for us.
You know what, Ken and Rhea, nakita nga natin ngayon no, na si Sam from the Arellano side, the number 8, she is wearing this jersey number 8 at napaka-memorable nga nitong jersey na ito dahil every time na she wears this jersey, ay madalas daw siya nakaka-receive ng awards. Just like what happened noong NCAA sa season 99, she was also awarded as one of the MVPs. At she remembers the time nung siya nga daw ay kinder, nung nagsistart pa nga daw siyang matuto ng volleyball. Na alam nyo ba, na natuto nga siya sa kanyang mga LGBTQ friends. Kaya napaka-thankful niya na every time na she goes back to Batangas, lagi niya pa nga rin nakakasama tong mga ito. So, yun lang muna. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Sab. This set brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery, order favorite thin crust pizza, and chicken and mojos now. Arellano, first on the board, but they commit another error.
And Samaranan already underneath that ball and trying to target the hands of the blockers.
Reducto serving. Gavika goes to Maranan again. There was a net touch against the Blue Heroes.
Net touch violation committed, I think, by Reterta. Or rather, Armintia, the setter.
Rona Dios from Valenzuela City. And yung tito niya, no, nagpasok sa kanya sa Arellano. And now she's starting as their middle blocker. They commit another error talking about no Lady Braves.
Ito na nga yun ang pag-usapan natin kanina, Ken, no? Yung mga errors, it's slowing them down.
Bethel Academy. So yun yung problema, no, for both teams. Just a plethora of errors to begin this set.
And particularly doon sa service area, I think they're trying to go for that high-pressure serves. High risk, high reward.
Oh, the problem is, hindi nila naipapasok. That's one thing. Nakakargaan mo yung mga serve mo. It's another to put them in bounds. Shane Reterta cannot return fire. Another error on the side of the Blue Heroes.
Reterta off timing in that set by Kavika. And right now, she is being substituted.
Maneja is coming in as the setter para dito sa Bethel Academy.
Sorry, that was Armintia.
Yeah. 4-2. Immediately setting up Shane Reterta. Oh, good
still
dig!
good.
Peralta keeping it alive. One more time for Retirta, and this time she won't be denied.
Towering the blockers of Arellano. Itong si Retirta. And in her first attempt, she targeted that down the line. And this time, switching things up, going cross-court.
The backswing there.
Yes.
Sa gitna, Samaranan of a single block. Pump set, pipe attack from Catherine Chu. A net touch again against the Blue Heroes.
Ding Lasan immediately apologizing na pagigil in that last play. Or maybe that set was too tight for her.
The Batangueña committing a service error.
So far, pangatlong service error na yan by Sam Maranan. Combined in the first and second set.
Oh. So both teams actually.
Yeah.
Wala eh, hindi pa sila nakakahanap ng rhythm dito, Rhea eh.
And that's the problem if they continue to commit the service errors.
From your experience playing, Rhea, what do you think is the reason why sunod-sunod yung nagiging errors from both teams?
Well, I think that's because they're trying to aim for a certain target, Keno. And for that reason, baka siguro too much power or a miss hit in the service area. But this time, a good setup job there at the middle for Retirta.
Actually, si Reducto yun.
Oh,
Reducto from the middle. Maranan committing another one. Tabla tayo, 6-all. Yep, it's 6-all. Serving now for Bethel Academy. Kavika shoots it up to Katchu and she scores.
so far, Catherine Chu has been silent in set number 1 and a much needed activation for her here in the second set. Samarana needs another gunner in the scoring department.
7 serving 6. Porto gets it to go para dito sa Bethel Academy.
Well, this has been missing, no, for Bethel Academy, yung mga attacks from other attackers other than Retirta. And it's good to see Porto and Reducto being activated now.
Bethel Academy this time keeping in step with the Lady Braves. Diaz gets sent back by Reducto. And this time, it's Bethel Academy heading into the first technical timeout in front, 8-7.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Shane Retirta and the rest of Bethel Academy trying to even the score. Muli po, it's Ken Pangilinan with former UST Golden Tigress Rhea Maritela Agas and Sabrina San Diego, our courtside reporter for the first 2 games ng ating matches.
Gusto ko yung full name talaga yung
Oh,
ano
diba?
mo.
Si Sabrina ba? May second name ba yan? Yung nickname niya alam ko, pero hindi pwede sabihin on air eh. But eto, pumuntos na naman Ito si Kachu hitting the line. 8-all. Saying hi to Tita Peanuts. Tama ba?
Yes.
Watching this game. Probably. Hopefully. Right now, both teams trying to surge ahead. We have a rally going on. Diaz. This is Samaranan. Naitawid niya yung bola dito. The first set. Reterta kills that one para dito sa Blue Heroes.
And what a rally that was from both teams. And it was really their floor defense that paved the way for that rally.
That smart power play of the set presented by Smart. Live more today. And most, if not all, of the players nitong Bethel Academy all hail from Cavite. But the Batangueña has other plans. Ito si Samaranan able to power through.
That's right, this time targeting that smaller blocker in Bethel down the line. And you can really see how smart this player is, talking about Sam Maranan.
9-all. Reterta returns fire para dito sa Blue Heroes.
And talking about smart player, we have Reterta on the side of Bethel going for that deep cross. And no one was there for Arellano.
Ganda nung form.
Yes.
What do you like most about ito si Shane Reterta as you've seen her up close multiple times already, Rhea?
Well, first of all, is yung versatility niya, Ken. Right on time. Well, she's known as a middle attacker, but right now she's doing a pretty good job there at the left pin and continues to target that cross court.
That backswing is a sight to behold.
Yes. And yung approach pa lang niya eh.
Sam Maranan.
Still playable. Oh.
And that attack rather, goes out.
Miscommunication for Bethel.
Jem Gavica, graduating player para dito kay Coach Hebro Sardea. And the good thing about Arellano is most of their players are still young. Si Gavica lang yung prominent player nila na magagraduate. Sam Maranan included, only grade 10. Still has a lot of years left para dito sa Lady Braves.
And at that young age, already showing potential.
Pump set, Reterta off speed. Gavica goes to Pueblas. And Tally able to tally a point.
Well, I have to highlight dito sa Arellano, no? Although it wasn't a chance ball, but still their first pass na bibigay nila sa kanilang setter. And Armintia is able to activate the offense in the middle.
So we've raved about Shane Reterta, but on the side naman of Arellano, Tally Pueblas quietly has been really impressive in this tournament para dito sa Lady Braves. Reterta, good pick up by Catherine Chu. Sa Amaranan, nandoon sa likod, si Doroha. Sugar! Shane Reterta!
Reterta with an exclamation point in the middle. And that was because of a chance ball given up by Arellano. Wow.
Reterta doing work. Actually, when you look at the main players of both of these teams, Reterta and Maranan, you could just sense that both of them really exert a lot of energy doing it on both ends. Nakita mo, tumatrabaho talaga eh.
Yes. And actually, Ken, itong si Doroha, their team captain who is now playing a libero, is doing a good job manning the floor defense for Bethel.
She's not definitely not 100%, but she's gutting it out.
She has embraced that role.
Kanina, tinatanong siya ni Coach Tristan Garcia multiple times. Papunta sa atin yung bola. But ito, Arellano with a 2-point lead. Timeout by Bethel Academy. Let's listen in.
Madali. Girls, kailangan lang natin makaikot dito. Okay, meron ka. Patumbahin natin. Okay, ikaw manggaling sa labas. Kaya nahihirapan eh. Use the block. Okay, may pass. Laging may pass. Ikaw din. Let's go, let's go.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today.
A technical reminder there from Coach Tristan Garcia because so far itong Bethel, nababasa na nga nila ang offensive pattern ng Arellano and they have to make more plays ayun na nga, para to keep the blockers of Bethel going.
And they came in the quarters as I believe the best serving team. Pueblas once more going through the single block.
And exactly how you would want to respond to a timeout. And a good intention there for the Kavika to set it up in the middle.
15 serving 12. Makanan committing a service error.
It's a costly one for Arellano.
On the side naman of Bethel Academy, Shane Reterta, Dinglasan, and itong si Armintia about to graduate for them. So it's gonna be a transition para dito sa Bethel Academy. Catherine Chu getting through, and
So far, Catherine Chu has been very efficient there in the left pin. And in the absence of Samaranan, she really stood up for Arellano. And this is the second technical time.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
(16-13) po ang ating talaan. Arellano ahead by 3. And Bethel Academy just having trouble putting in a string of points. Kanina, nakikita natin na activate na ito si Shane Reterta. But on a consistent basis yung hinahanap natin dito, Rhea.
And ito na nga yung problema nila in their game against Kings Montessori. Reterta scored 16 points, 15 attacks, and 1 ace. But yet again, they need more numbers from the wing spikers.
Actually, that's pretty impressive.
Yes.
3 sets lang yun. She had 16. So that's what? 5.3 a set. But just the errors have really hampered their progress here. Itong Bethel Academy.
And that's because so far, itong Bethel, nahihirapan sila sa kanilang reception. And in turn, they can't transition into an offense.
Ganun din problema nila sa KMS eh. The Lieses twins
Yes.
committed a lot of aces, jump serves. Porto though, able to drill that one through the block.
Targeting that down the line spot for Porto. And so far, Ken, no, yung mga points ng Bethel has been on that down the line spot. And what's surprising, Ken, is that itong Bethel, they're actually the #1 team in receiving, but now they commit another service error.
Si Go, papasok dito. Sorry, that's Joe Denise Ko. She will replace itong si Eureka Suamer. Luisa Hernandez will now serve their team ahead by 4. An ace coming from Hernandez.
That was a Good float serve from Hernandez as it dropped last minute to end line. And their team captain, Roja, letting that go. And huge adjustments being made now for Bethel.
Porto again. Easy up galing kay Maranan. Tatawid niyang lang yan.
Oh,
It's gonna go out though. Napalakas lang.
yes. And targeting that same spot in Doroha.
19-15. Porto. Serving it out. No, for Arellano. Just going back to yesterday's game. Gaira Baroga and I covered that one. They were up against a very talented, heavily favored Bacolod Taytong High School. First set, nangapa sila as itong Bethel Academy with Shane Reterta getting that one in for the Blue Heroes.
And right now, Reterta is in the front row. They have to maximize her presence there.
19-16. Makahabol pa kaya itong Bethel Academy. An ace
Oh.
from Porto.
And so far, Bethel continues to target Sam Maranan in the service area. Has been very effective for them. And for now, Arellano calling a timeout. Let's listen in.
Malayo ng B eh. Ba't di mo mabigay sa kanya? Ba't ibibigay mo? Minsan lang nagkaroon ng pasa na maayos eh. Huwag dikit sa kanila oh. Binibigyan nyo sila pagkakataon para lumaban sa inyo eh. Huwag nyo bigyan ng pagkakataon. Pasa muna. Isang pasa para umikot kayo. Pasahan nyo muna yan.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today.
A much needed call for time there by Coach Roberto Javier, reminding the girls na hindi sila bigyan ng pagkakataon. Otherwise, Bethel will gain that momentum and they're only down 2 points.
Porto had a service ace earlier. Another good one, Gavika. Yung pasa, no? Medyo spotty on the side
Yes.
of Arellano. Bethel Academy draws to within 1. And what do you think has been a key to their success mga dito sa Blue Heroes as they have cut this gap down here, Rhea?
Well, for Bethel, they continue to target yung mga open spikers ng Arellano. And, well, if you're an open spiker, you're the main gunner of your team. And it's going to be dangerous if you're already exhausted. And not only in the offense, but also in the defense. And Arellano committing another error.
Tabla na tayo, ha? Oh, naregaluhan pa si Reducto. And now they find themselves in front. This is a 5-0 run.
Third time in a row, talking about Porto targeting Cat Chu in that service area. Nahihirapan itong Arellano sa kanilang first ball. Ayun lang nabate.
20 all po tayo. And now it's Catherine Chu to serve. From Rizal, ito si Kat Chu. Reterta once more. Oh, that pass. Not too good. Reterta with another one.
Kachu was already there for that defense. Hindi na lang na-control yung palo ni Reterta. Too strong for her.
Camilon, pumasok na dito para sa Bethel Academy. Camilon, Jocelyn Camilon.
Service and defense specialist for Bethel. Oh, good serve.
Gavika, binalikan si Maranan, who has been relatively quiet in this second
Yes.
set. Gavika goes back to Sam. And she delivers.
Better setup job there by Kavika to Maranan in targeting cross-court. A good target for her knowing na hindi libero yung nakadepensa on that area.
Going back to their match against Bacolod Taytong High School. Perhaps a bit of nerves in the first set, and then nung last two sets, they actually gave the Thunderbolts a scare. Particularly in set number 2, they had that really long rally. Then they drew to within 1, got the momentum, but wasn't able to get over the hump. Ngayon, nalamangan sila bahagya ng Bethel Academy, but they retake the lead as Coach Tristan Garcia will call for a timeout.
Kunin yung set. We have to pass. 2-man. Pwede. 2-man.
Tumago ka na. Pagka-release niya ng bola,
Girls, tibayan na yan ng loob. Wala na tayong choice. Siya na lang ng siya yan. Covera natin maigi. Okay? Okay? Kaya natin yan. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
walang tigil ah. Let's go, stay! Don't stay!
Cover, cover, cover. Shane.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today.
I think what Coach Tristan Garcia trying to say is it's a two-man job for Returta. And
So, tignan natin ha. But they will execute here. Returta, left pin hit.
this time targeting down the line the smaller blocker in Gavika. And medyo late yung blockers ng Arellano there, but Returta was already on top of that ball.
You could just see no hesitation. Just hell-bent on breaking that block. Wala siyang pake. Kahit nakahanda na yung block dun. An error from the service area laban dito sa Bethel Academy. Lepiten will check in for Hernandez. Gavika will now serve. 2 points away from grabbing set number 1 and taking a 2-0 lead. Naiangat ni Doroha. Returta. Oh, they return fire. Talking about tong Arellano.
Bantay sarado itong si Returta by the blockers of Arellano. And although they have 3 attackers in the front row, but what's been missing for Bethel is that si Returta pa lang so far ang na-activate as an attacker for them.
Service error laban dito sa Arellano. One more set point. Shane Returta is at the back.
Single opportunity for set point para sa Arellano.
Gavika, reverse set. Samaranan through the block. Ball still alive. Chance ball for Bethel Academy. From the pipe, pinuntahan na taga nila. Ito si Shane Returta.
Who else would they go to, Ken? And Shane Returta has the hot hand right now.
And a timeout requested by Coach Hebrew Sardea. Let's listen in.
Yung tatlo? Okay, isang pasa muna. Isang pasa. Saan ka nakapeso, Sam? Sa likod? Sa likod. 4? O, sige. Bika. Sino nandun sa dulo? O, Bika. Quick. Dali mo siya ng 4. 4 ka na pumalo, ha? Isang pasa muna. Kunin niyo yan. Tapos, sa ikot natin kunin yung pangalawa.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today.
Well, Coach Hebro Sardea reminding itong si Gavika of the play na kinakailangan nilang gawin in this rally with Sam Maranan attacking here in the right pin to hopefully separate the blockers of Bethel.
Ma-extend tayo ng bahagya dito in the second set. Pueblas picked up by Returta. Porto susugon and finds a spot in the middle.
And And if si Duterte, no, target niya cross court. Ito naman si Porto targeting that same spot down the line. Medyo naguguluhan so far itong floor defense ng Arellano.
3 straight points for Bethel Academy. And now they find themselves at set point. Another powerful
good serve.
serve. Sam Maranan from the middle. Ball still in play. Maranan, second time. Returta, off speed. Sam from the left pin, this time! Tinamaan niya doon si, I think that was Maneja on the side of Bethel Academy.
Well, the blockers were late for Bethel, and Sam Maranan saw that open spot down the line. Wow.
Yung backswing din ni Sam Maranan. Oh, an ace! A timely one from Sam Maranan.
And this time, finally, after 3 consecutive service errors, and now finally serves a timely ace for them.
Set point number 3 para dito sa Arellano.
Chance ball. Oh!
Oh! Kinapos lang itong Bethel Academy in their comeback. Arellano holds on. And they win this one 27-25. One more set ang kailangan nila dito. This is the 2024 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like needing the fam. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with smart postpaid, powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with smart postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Twenty-five, 21, 27, 25, and itong Arellano getting the first 2 sets. Our TNT budget drop out the game, mag-load na sa inyong suking tindahan. And set number 2, especially the latter stages, Rhea, we were treated to a pretty back and forth match between these two teams. In fact, Bethel had 2 separate chances of taking this set, but Arellano was just able to hang on after building a large lead earlier.
Well, Bethel capitalized on their service area here in set number 2. And so far, itong Arellano, they struggled in the middle part in set number 2 sa kanilang first ball. But they quickly recovered in that latter part with, of course, Samantha Maranan capitalizing on the offense for Arellano.
And Vika able to really set up ito si Sam Maranan towards the latter stages, and here this ace just sealing the deal para dito sa Lady Braves. 27-25. We were extended for a little bit, but ultimately the Lady Braves got the job done here.
What's noticeable here, Ken, is that 14 attacks of Bethel, binawi nila sa kanilang 14 errors, whilst Arellano giving 10 attacks, 2 aces, and although equal yung blocks nga nila, but still, it seems like nawala yung attacks ng Bethel. It's because they committed also 14 errors in that set.
So mabigat-bigat yan, no? If you're Bethel, I think they already have 24 total kasi they had 10 earlier. Speaking of 10 points. Ito si Sam Maranan in the first two sets. Coming into the quarterfinals, these two girls were the top scorers for their respective squad. Jane Riterta now has 14. Si Sam Maranan nun, before the quarterfinals, she had 61 total points. And then added 12 more in their loss against Bacolod Taitung. So 73 total na siya. Eh, dagdag mo pa yung ngayon, 83 total na siya. So, we actually have a battle of two lethal scorers in Sam Maranan and Shane Riterta. Catherine Chu has played a good support role para dito sa Arellano. Set number 3 underway, and it's brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. And Rhea, going back to Bethel, nagkaroon na sila ng pagkakataon eh. What do you think they did well on the latter stages that really gave itong Arellano a scare late in that second set?
Well, for Bethel, they took advantage of the shank passes of Arellano and go for those high-pressure serves in that second set. Ayun na nga, disrupting the reception of Arellano. And if they continue to serve well here in set number 3, and I think it's an opportunity for them to secure this set.
Net touch. Laban dito sa Arellano. 1-0.
And an early error there for Arellano.
So, palit sila ng setter dito. Talking about tong Blue Heroes. It's now Maneja. Will start it off. Sam Maranan. Just too much force on that attack.
And well, she is known attacking cross court, but this time changing things up down the line for Samantha Maranan.
Rona Diaz. Sa gitna, Riterta, power tip. Nandun ulit si Pueblas. Arellano will reload. Pueblas, quick attack. Porto from the left pin, and it's good.
A side out game for Bethel so far here in set number 3.
2 serving 1. Remember yesterday, all of our games were decided in straight sets. Just something to note. Treinta is actually back. So she was questionable to return. But here she is. Sam Maranan though, starting to take over para dito sa Arellano.
Yes, back-to-back points now for Sam Maranan. And good, again, it's good to maximize her time in the front row.
2-all. Arellano just 1 set away. Shane Riterta off balance, but able to get that one to go.
Kachu was there for that defense. Unfortunately, lost control.
3-2. Bethel Academy ahead by a point. Shane Riterta, 15 puntos na. Punta sila sa gitna ay Sam Maranan. Trying to locate zone number 1, but that's gonna go out.
Sam Maranan was already underneath that ball as she tries to target cross court. But you made mention itong si Riterta Ken already at 15 points yung last game niya. 16 points in 3 sets.
O, diba?
So for sure, she's gonna surpass that.
Making it look easy. Ito si Shane Riterta. Legaspi though. This girl is only at grade 8. Very young prospect para dito sa Arellano.
Composition of young players, talking about Arellano.
Returta from the pipe. Maneha. Free ball para dito sa Lady Braves. They go to Legazpi once more. Maneha with a pickup. Doroha, itatawid na yan. Reverse set, Legazpi again. This time, Treinta was there for the denial.
So far for Bethel, itong si Maneha, the setter, has been the game changer in terms of their offensive plays.
Bethel Academy, not the tallest of teams, but especially in the preliminary round, they turned heads and got the attention of some of our teams here. Pueblas, Itawid, Returta, that falls short.
That set was too low for Aterta, and actually both liberos right now for Arellano and Bethel doing a pretty good job manning the floor defense.
Pueblas, good serve. Another pipe attack attempt galing dito kay Shane Returta. Cross court galing kay Legazpi. So a different look para dito kay Coach Hebrew Santea. Rona Diaz sa gitna. Treinta. Not showing signs of her injury. Catherine Chu with the drop ball.
It's a good reverse set there for Arellano to set it up to Catherine Chu as she was ready to go for that off-speed attack.
The Cebuana Tali Pueblas serving. Maneha, pump set, a chance ball para dito sa Arellano. Combination play, Catherine Chu will not convert.
Catherine Chu medyo late in that combination play, but also andun yung blockers for Bethel, and she tries to target that cross court.
6-5. Catherine Chu will try one more time. A net touch against the Lady Braves. Back-to-back errors against Arellano.
Gavika, kinakailangan niya to activate other attackers.
Medyo predictable
Yeah.
na yung plays nila eh. Wala masyadong presence
Yes.
ng medal, no? Right read. Legazpi at the last second,
Yep.
just staying out of the way of that ball to bounce out. Legazpi, grade 8 from San Juan City. Very young player for Arellano. Good serve. Free ball for the Lady Braves. Catherine Chu just having a hard
Yep.
time generating offense. And we have our first technical timeout. 8-6 lamang dito ang Bethel Academy.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with smart postpaid, powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with smart postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Ken and Rhea, earlier rather, I was able to talk to Coach Hebron of Arellano, and he said that he couldn't actually contain his happiness when I asked about his thoughts on their journey in this league. He said that he's beyond grateful that they get to compete with the UAAP and Pambansang Laro teams. Well, talking about last game against Bacolod Taitung, actually, they all got surprised how it turned out. The magic happened after his timeout, saying that okay lang naman matalo. Ipakita ninyo ang willingness nyo. Kaya ngayon, kitang-kita rin naman natin na medyo natutuwa rin naman si Coach Heron kahit na nakakakuha ng ilang puntos ang kabilang koponan. But we'll see how things will turn out on their side. Yun lang muna, balik sa inyo.
Alam mo, sa kinover namin ni Gaira yung game nila, no, against Bacolod Taytong yesterday. And there was at one point where Coach Hebro was very serious at the start of that timeout. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, just cracked a joke. And nagtawanan itong sila coach, pati yung mga players. And then, nag-crossover yun papunta sa laro nila. Nag-rally na nagtatawanan pa nila sila sa Maranan and Catherine Chu. And I think that really helped them, Rhea, get loose, get off the pressure off their shoulders, and play a much more calmer game. And that really reflected in sets 2 and 3, despite that loss.
Well, because of course, if you're playing in a quarter-final match as Returta scores a point in the middle for Bethel, and a much-needed one for them to pull away in the scoring here in set number 3.
But this girl has been a huge source of points para dito sa Bethel Academy. Siya ngayon ulit. Kakarga na naman. Shane Returta on a mission.
You know what, Ken? Galing pa siya dun sa block pero umatras agad para pumalo.
That smart power play of the set presented by Smart. Live more today. Kita mo, no? Tumatrabaho talaga siya. Sa Maranan. This is, I think, the biggest lead in quite some time para dito sa Bethel Academy. Up by 3 points. Si Porto ngayon pinuntahan nila. And that hits the line. Cross-court. Pero may net touch din. Actually, laban sa Arellano. Coach Bruce Sardea will press for time.
Once, tao mo na yun. Nasa gitna na siya kanina po. Sam, nakabang na yung libero nasa gitna. Tapos nasa cross-court yung isa. Dito mo daling. Kung malaki yung retertra, dito mo daling. Huwag mo ibaon. Ihaba mo. Makakabot ka niyan pag binabaon mo.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today.
Well, ito yung nagbago for Bethel, no? Now that Treinta is back, si Returta, she is now playing in the middle. Yun yung reminder ni coach sa kanila na kanina pa naglalaro itong si Returta in the middle and hindi pa sila nakakapag-adjust with that.
And also, napag-usapan din sa timeout na yun on how Samaranan has to adjust her approach. But here, they're unable to return that serve from Bethel Academy.
So far, a change in body language we're seeing sa Bethel here in set number 3.
Biggest lead at 5. Would pass this time. Maranan goes long. Just like what coach said during that timeout, Rhea.
And targeting the smaller blocker in Suamer.
Oh, si Suamer. Tama.
Oo.
(12-8). Returta returns fire. One more time. Buhay pa ang bola dito, Porto. Free ball para dito sa Arellano. Pump set. Maranan. Oh, the block coming from Shane Returta.
Solid block from Returta from the middle. Alam niya, nakita niya yung approach ni Sam Maranan.
Nakita mo, no? Abang na abang.
And ito na nga yung sinasabi ni coach kanina, si Sam Maranan, kailangan niyang change yung kanyang direction sa palo.
13-8. Pueblas able to bounce it home para dito sa Arellano.
Well, Arellano doing a good job now sa kanilang first pass and they are able to translate that in the middle offense.
Jem Gavica the senior for the Arellano Lady Braves. Her team is down by 4. Maneja, quick set, and Shane Reterta able to adjust.
Wow, that set was already too low for Reterta. And just tipping it over sa likod ng blocker. Nagkatinginan lang yung defenders ng Arellano.
Reterta certainly has eclipsed her output yesterday. Had 16. Samaranan with the quick reply para dito sa Arellano.
So far, Ken, it's been Reterta and Maranan scoring points for their respective teams.
14-10. Hindi makakatulong yung mga ganyang klaseng error sa panig ng Lady Braves.
A costly one for Samantha Maranan.
15 serving 10. Good pass from Maranan. Quick attack. Reterta once more. Pueblas was there. And this time si Legazpi naman. Now Arellano will counter with Pueblas. 30 tried to cut it. Sa likod, Samaranan. Oh, a rally we're seeing right now. Legazpi, tinapik. So Omer, pinuntahan ulit si Reterta. Sa kabila ngayon, Kachu! And good job by the center, recognizing their advantage on that other side.
Yes, because kanina, they always set it up to Sam Maranan. This time, giving it to Kachu in the left pin. Again, targeting itong down the line. Medyo itong Bethel nahihirapan sa depensa in that area.
And if you're Arellano, something that they could take advantage of, yung zone 1 na yan, no? Bukang-buka sa panig ng Bethel. Pero Shane Reterta, I think she already has 20 points.
Already an out-of-system play, but still Reterta going for that attack. And this time, it's the second technical timeout.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Arellano University having a much tougher time here in the third set. Bethel Academy with Shane Reterta just carrying the scoring load para dito sa Blue Heroes. She has certainly took over for the Caviteñans. Trainta is back after suffering an injury. Catherine Chu, cross court this time.
A much needed point for Catherine Chu. Especially now that itong si Sam Maranan nasa likod.
Legazpi will now serve. Good pass from Doroha. 1-2 play. Porto got her hands on it. Good block from Diaz. Porto tried for that drop, but point goes to the Lady Braves.
So the intention was there to target the open attacker of Arellano, but Porto was a little late in that attack.
Back-to-back points sa panig ng Arellano. Service error laban dito sa Lady Braves.
Those service errors won't help them talking about Arellano, especially with a gap like this sa score natin.
Bethel Academy I think their lone loss in the preliminary round was against De La Salle pa. Si Diaz naman ngayon napag-ambag para dito sa Arellano.
Ito yung kailangan nila, no? Itong Arellano. More offense from the middle. And right on time, itong atake ni Diaz.
Catherine Chu, NCAA Season 99 Girls Volleyball Rookie of the Year. Oh, Shane Returda. Cold as ice.
Oh, she was already on top of that set.
Ooh.
Naiiwan yung blocker sa Arellano.
Maranan. Tama mo naman yung sagot
Yep.
ng Sam Maranan.
Hindi na rin nahabol ni Returta yung short set for Sam Maranan. She let that go.
Kahit nakaabang yung block, hindi na nagpatinag dun eh. Pecanya is in 18-15. Arellano, this is the closest that they have been since being down by 5. Returta. Oh, sweet kill coming from Sugar Shane Returta.
And of course, if ikaw yung setter, no, Returta has the hot hand. And again, if you have Returta for Bethel and Maranan for Arellano, you really need to maximize their presence in the front row.
Si Maranan this time hindi na nakapagsagot.
Sobraan sa gigil. And considering that that set was too low for Samantha Maranan.
Abante na ng 5. Huli itong Blue Heroes. Kavika goes to Maranan. Treinta, hindi na nahabol. Eh, tandaan nyo, may injury po yan sa kanyang kaliwang paa.
But in that last play, that was actually a smart move from Samantha Maranan na i-target itong si Returta to hopefully mawala siya sa option in the offense for Bethel.
Kavika serving. 2016. Good pass from Returta. Susugod siya ngayon. Good awareness from Returta there. But Sam Maranan with an emphatic response.
Well, that's what you get if you give up a free ball to Arellano. And if you have Samantha Maranan there in the front row.
2017. Baba uli sa 3. Kailangan habulin dito ng Arellano. They just need this set to finally get a win here. Maneja. Returta once more. Oh my goodness, she has really taken over here.
Well, that was also courtesy of that pass by Doroha. And Returta ready for that attack.
21-17. Maranan, itatawid na lang yan. They go middle. Returta with the cover. 30 cross court. Something that Arellano could take advantage of. Nasa likod si Returta. Kavika, set it up to Maranan once more. Maneja from the pipe. Returta off speed. Long rally so far. Hernandez. Naiangat ulit ni Shane. From the pipe. Returta scores!
Wow, Shane Returta, siya na yung nag-first ball, siya pa yung pumalo. And it seems like itong Arellano, pag nag-a-approach na nga itong si Returta, parang hindi na nga sila nakagalaw. But what the heck that was from Returta.
Alam mo tawag dyan, Rhea? Lumalagari. Do it all eh. At mukhang may positional fault na itatawag dito laban sa Bethel Academy.
I think kanina pa tong positional fault ng Bethel Academy.
Si Returta, Sa Kasimaranan, parehong-pareho. Lahat ginagawa.
Oo.
Hindi lang pumupuntos, tumatrabaho sa depensa, humahabol. Parang yung courtside reporter natin, no? Do it on si Sabrina San Diego. Mantakan mo, makumpira ka sa Sabrina San Diego. But ito, 22-18. That serve goes out coming from Sam Maranan. It's now 23-18, 5-point lead. Ganun yung nangyayari, no? Every time didikit si Arellano, lalayo. Ito si Bethel Academy. Kaya ngayon, papakinggan natin si Coach Bro Sardea.
Gusto nyo yun, kinakabahan pa kayo bago kayo manalo eh. Hindi pwedeng ganyan. Huwag ka na mag-block pag sumais yung 11. Na-block mo, ano nangyari? Pumasok sa atin yung bola. Nasa likod ka, ikaw na dumipensa. Pag nagsa-ace yung reterta, dito ka. Bumaba ka. Ikaw na dumipensa, bumaba ka ha. Nasa loob ka, sa gitna ka lumagay. Kung kukunin mo. Isang pasa muna.
That huddle was powered by Smart Live More today.
Well, Coach Hebro Sardea reminding the girls na pag si Raterta papalo in that pipe attack, they don't necessarily need to block it kasi yung ball deflection mas hirap kukunin. Instead, dedepensahan nila floor defense.
Kasi nga, pag na-deflect pa, di mo mababasa yung trajectory ng bola.
Exactly. But this time, Kachu naman with that soft tip.
Si Bekanya ay uupo ulit para ay Diaz. Rona Diaz now at the front line. So 3 spikers in front para dito sa Arellano. 30 picked up by Maranan. Kachu this time, she was sent back. Another try. Ganda ng depensa. Nidinglasan sa harap dun. From the pipe, ito, paano nila mag-a-adjust dito? That was Sam Maranan emerging sa gitna. Rona Diaz. Another pipe. Maranan able to cover. Oh, finds a seam at the backline defense nitong Bethel Academy.
Well, I thought they were already going to give a free ball, but Sam Maranan, parang nag-running attack sa likod, no?
Oo. You know, you have to give credit sa tiwala, no?
Yep.
Ni Coach Bro Sardea dito kay Maranan to cover yung mga pipe attack attempts nito ni Reterta. But itong si Dinglasa naman, you know, good job by the center of Bethel Academy switching things up.
Yep.
Sa ang resulta ng magandang pasa yun eh. Set
Yes.
point ngayon para sa Bethel Academy. Catherine Chu getting that in para dito sa Arellano.
Well, a good pass there also from Samantha Maranan paved the way for that combination play courtesy of Kachu.
24-21. Good serve. Maneha though. Goes back to the pipe. Medyo basa. Basang-basa na. Itong Arellano, yung gusto gawin ni Reterta. Oh, but that time gets the help of the net. Hindi handa doon si Jem Gavica. Bumagsak sa harap niya yung bola.
And what a play that was from Reterta with the help of the net. Unfortunately for Arellano, they will face set number 4 in this match.
And itong Bethel Academy able to extend this one, winning set number 3, 25-21.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories,
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with smart postpaid, powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with smart postpaid.
get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And Bethel Academy able to cut out a set 3 win, 25-21. And simply put, this was the Shane Retarta set para dito sa Bethel Academy. Just taking over here. And grabe yung output na pinapalas niya dito, Rhea.
And what changed here in set number 3 again is that Maneha, the setter,
Oo.
has activated Triinta as an attacker now that she's back. And also, ito si Raterta is also back attacking in the middle. A game changer for them. Hindi nakapag-adjust agad itong Arellano sa kanilang defense. Both in the net and floor defense. Unfortunately for Arellano, the attacks, combined attacks of Maranan and Chu just wasn't enough to secure that set.
And yun yung naging panapos, no? Si Gavika wasn't ready. Specific instructions by Coach Bruce Sandro Sardea was atrasan na lang yung mga 5 attacks doon. But that time around, natalungan sila ng net. And the numbers speaks for himself, Rhea.
And you know, Arellano, mas lamang sila sa attacks 17-14, but lamang din sila sa errors 8-4.
And this girl, Sugar Shane Reterta.
Wow.
My goodness. 11 points in the third set alone, Rhea.
And right now, hindi pa tapos ang laro, Ken, but almost a set rather, ang points niya, 25 points for this girl.
Yan na naman! Shane Reterta starting off this set, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Ordered favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
Wow, right on cue. And what a way to start this set with an exclamation point from Reterta.
You know, I just feel like a player like Reterta, if she gets things going, kaya niya magtuloy-tuloy.
Yep. And it's also good na nare-recognize to ng setter ni Maneha na iset kay Reterta every opportunity to do so.
Because I've seen her a few times here sa ating Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. It really takes some time for her to warm up.
Yep.
Minsan matagal mong maramdaman yung presence niya. But boy, when she gets into her groove, it's really hard for the opposing defense to stop her. And that's what's happening right now. Arellano just seemingly bewildered at what to do with Shane Reterta.
Parang diesel lang, no?
Oo. Gavika, pinuntahan si Sam Maranan. Net touch against the Blue Heroes.
I think Reterta was still moving with that block, kaya na tamaan yung net. And also, yung bola, tinamaan yung net that caused that net touch violation.
Oh, it's an ace. Yup. There's some sort of confusion here.
Well, according to our first referee, hinawakan ni Reterta yung bola. But for Shane Reterta, lumabas na daw sa antena yung serve. So, kinuha na niya.
Let's see this. So Diaz was the one serving. Look at the trajectory of the ball. So they overturned that initial call.
Yep.
Good job by our referees. Making sure, ito naman yung importante, Rhea. Ito yung mahalaga eh. Make sure that the call is right.
Yep.
Even it has to have some sort of delay, some sort of huddle from the referees, from the players, from the coaches. And, you know, I'm always an advocate of trying to defend our referees.
Yes.
Because it's not an easy job. Pag live ball yan, lalo sobrang bilis ng bola, ang dami nangyayari. You know, it's up for the referees to really restore order and make sure that the calls are right.
Exactly.
And they always get flack, and rightfully so, if they make a terrible call na very crucial.
Yep.
But, you know, at the end of the day, they are human.
Yep.
And, you know, they don't deserve that kind of really, mga, minsan na may personal na.
Oo.
But, point will go on the side of Arellano. 3-2, Bethel Academy in front by a point.
A slow start so far for Bethel. Committing error.
Sa tingin mo naman, sa panig ng Arellano, anong kailangan lang gawin dito to recover and hopefully get that set here in set number 4? But Reterta is just really taking it to them right now.
Well, Arellano needs to stop Raterta sa net defense pa lang.
Pero yun nga yung problema rin. Hirap silang basahin yung mga palo ni Shane Reterta.
Well, itong si Raterta din kasi, Ken, she's very wise with her attacks, no? She doesn't only go after those hard hits, but also changing things up with off-speed attacks and tipping it over just right behind the blockers of Arellano.
Dinglasan in the middle. Joust at the net. That's gonna be 4 touches against the Lady Braves.
Well, Arellano having a hard time with their first ball so far here in set number 3.
Shane Reterta. I think Coach Tristan Garcia was pretty vocal about Shane Reterta wanting to have a quality education, and Bethel Academy provided that. And, you know, one of Shane Reterta's goals is to really help her family, because, let's face it, not all of our players are well privileged.
Yep.
So, with her proud presence, gusto niya, no, na through volleyball could really provide an impact to their lives. And here she is, just dominating still, this time at the service area.
This is what I love about her. Yung points niya not only in spiking, but right now, she's scoring a point off that service area.
Consistent din yung serve niya eh. And, yan, dumidepensa din siya sa likod. Siya ulit. Ngayon, pupuntahan nila itong si Somer. But, point goes to the Lady Braves.
I think, again, Swamer already underneath that ball. And 2-man blockers for Arellano was ready for that.
Reterta just able to get it across. Catherine Chu. Good dig there by Doroha. From the pipe, Sam Maranan. Again, Doroha. Not 100%, but doing work from the back. And Shane Reterta finishing things off on that rally. And now, etong Blue Heroes up 8-3.
Well, you can really see the aggressiveness of Reterta, although she was already in that back row, but we are headed to our first technical timeout.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with smart postpaid, powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with smart postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Arellano University, after winning the first 2 sets, have hit a bump. Shane Reterta has been marvelous here ever since the 3rd set. Actually, since simula pa lang naman, Rhea. 8-3, Catherine Chu. Drop ball ni Dinglasan. Oh, and itong Bethel Academy just getting things done here. Now up by 6.
And now errors piling up for Arellano so far. Well, we haven't heard attacks coming from Pueblas and Maranan.
Service goes out on the side of Bethel Academy. Arellano medyo nanlamig na, no? Sa Maranan, few and far between yung mga puntos niya so far.
And I think that's because nababantayan na nga ng defense, especially with Doroha.
And because of the output nito ni Shane Reterta, she has already eclipsed itong si Samaranan as the top scorer of the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League so far.
But right now for Arellano, it has been Catherine Chu scoring for them.
That's what she really needs to do, no? Catherine Chu needs to be more aggressive. Tulungan ito si Samaranan. Was that Tinglasan with that point? Yes, it was.
We haven't heard from her in the previous set.
Good serve. Gavika, combination play. Catherine Chu with back-to-back points.
Wow, Catherine Chu, back-to-back points despite siya yung target sa services nitong Bethel. And making sure this time to change things up with her attack.
The really tall Palawan will check in for Rona Diaz. So Coach Bruce Ardea switching things up, electing to go with a much taller front line.
Well, they need that here, Ken, especially now that itong si Reterta.
Catherine Chu one more time. Eh, nagka-problema siya doon. That attack goes out.
Well, the blockers were there for Catherine Chu, and she was trying to go for those high hands.
Plus, nasa ilalim na din siya ng bola, no? So, not much room to operate if you're Catherine Chu. Here she is, though. Pumunta sa gitna, pinadaan sa kamay ni Shane Reterta.
Well, agad naman bumawi si Catherine Chu, but for Arellano, they need more options other than Catherine Chu, and especially with a gap like this.
11-7. Oh, look at that smart play coming from Carlene Maneja.
And everyone now for Bethel contributing points. And this time, it's their setter.
Serving 7. Oh, an ace coming from their setter.
Yup, kanina pa nila tina-target itong si Catherine Chu. And mapatawag ng timeout itong Arellano.
Down by 6. Let's listen in to Coach Hebron.
Bilis ang galaw, ha? Bilis ang galaw. Wala mangyayari dyan. Hindi tayo mananalo niyan. Kung gusto niya matapos yung laro. Isa-isa lang. Gusto nyo agad, pag umiscore ng isa, all na agad. Hindi pwedeng ganun. Trabawin nyo lahat yan. Ani mo, napakalayo na, oh. Kumuha kayo ng dalawang set, tapos ibibigay nyo to ngayon set na to. Balik ka. Bumalik ka.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today. Rona Diaz about to return for MJ Palawan. And what did you get from that last time out ni Coach Hebro Sardea, Rhea?
Well, Coach Hebro Sardea reminded the girls na lamang na sana sila ng 2 sets. And if they extend this match into a 5th, it's going to be dangerous for them now that Reterta has been on a roll for Bethel.
Net touch. Laban dito sa Bethel Academy.
And this is what I love about Reterta, Ken, no? Kahit nagkaka-error na siya, kalma pa rin yung kanyang face inside
diba?
the net.
Stoic.
Oo.
13-8. Reterta again. Papasok sa loob pero nandoon yung depensa ni Tali Pueblas.
Pueblas finally stopping the attacks from Reterta. Well-read block there from her.
13-9. Biggest lead was at 6. Maneha, pinuntalagod si Reterta off speed. Samba kanan, met at the net. That's a block. I think that was coming off Shane Reterta also.
Well, medyo malayo na doon si Reterta on that block, but still the timing was there.
Yup. Block point. Just piling up the points. Ito si Shane Reterta. Pueblas able to get it across and score a point.
Oh, that was an out-of-system play for Arellano. And so far, ay na nga itong Bethel, target nila sa services nila is si Kachu.
Arellano University, like Sabrina mentioned, that they're really thrilled to go up against the schools in the UAP and yung mga standout sa palarong pambansa. This time around, it's Tali Pueblas able to foil itong si Shane Reterta.
And a good adjustment there by the blockers of Arellano. Good anticipation for them.
And Coach Tristan Garcia will call for time.
Kailangan niya maabot sa taas. Ilang beses siya na-block? Bakit tumba pa din? Ang dami natin pwedeng gawin. May back, pwede siya mag-3. Hindi na sila pwede dumikit. Come on, we have to side out. We have to side out. Girls, dina-down kasi natin yung sarili natin eh. Napaangat tayo eh.
Yep, that's what they need to do. Kailangan nilang paggalawin itong si Pueblas sa blocking. Otherwise, nakatapat lang siya sa opensa ni Reterta.
And that huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today. 14-11. This was as high as 6 points. Oh, Reterta. Simply
Yes,
unstoppable
yes.
right now.
A good respond there from that timeout called by Tristan Garcia. Ito yung reminder niya kanina na 2 times na siyang na-block in the middle. It's time to switch things up.
4 na puntos na kalamangan. Bump set. Tatawid na yan. Ball still in play for the Lady Braves. Maranan tried to drop it, and that one is successful.
It's a good intention for Samantha Maranan to go this time for that tip. Because so far, nababantayan na ng mga defenders yung kanyang palo.
15-12. Sam Makanan committing a service
Yes.
error. And itong Arellano just searching for answers here. They are down by 4, 16-12.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with smart postpaid, powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with smart postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Rhea, Coach Tristan Garcia talked about yung moral ng players niya. A bit hitting at a lower level at this crucial juncture. So if you're Bethel Academy, what do they need to do here to regain their bearings and hopefully for them extend this to a 5th and deciding set?
Well, una, Ken, kinakailangan nilang mag-enjoy in a match like this, knowing that Bethel is actually a new team in this tournament. So what they have achieved so far is actually a great deal for them. And, you know, aside sa pressure, they also have to feel that sense of enjoyment playing in this tournament.
Pasa, maganda, galing kay Makanan. Chu taps it over and clips the line.
So far for Arellano, yung mga soft tips ang nakakapagpuntos for them, and itong Bethel naman, wala pang solusyon sa depensa sa mga soft tips by Arellano.
Tali Pueblas na Cebuana to serve. Naihabol ni 30, free ball for the Lady Braves. Sa gitna, Catherine Chu, naiangat ni Reterta. Oh, that's gonna be short. So Amer unable to get it across.
And it's important that if you're hitting a pipe row attack, you have to drive it towards the end line para hindi siya
Short.
Yeah, short.
Good block from Chu. Free ball again for the Lady Braves. Combination play, Catherine Chu, naiangat ni Doroha. So Amer again, left it short. And just to your point, Rhea, no?
Well, nasa ilalim na doon si Suamer. And aside from that, I think, ayun nga, pabalik-balik niyang tina-target short ang kanyang back row attack.
Reterta. Makanan able to get it over. Treinta, nandun yung depensa ni Pueblas sa likod. Makanan from the pipe. Doroha doing work from the back row. At ngayon si Treinta nakapenetrate sa depensa nitong Arellano.
Not the best of sets for Treinta. And nakatingin siya sa cross court doon, but target niya was down the line.
17-15. Down to a 2-point lead. But there was a good net defense there galing sa
Yes.
Blue Heroes.
A good anticipation from the blockers of Bethel. And alam nila na ibibigay kay Kachu. Siya na lang yung option so far for Arellano. Ooh.
That serve goes out. 18-16. At itong si Legazpi, the grade 8 student from San Juan City, will now check in for Hernandez. Now, if you talk about Arellano, they're so thrilled to be in this position right now, Rhea, because last year, they weren't able to qualify for the quarterfinals. Ngayon, they came off a runner-up finish in the recent NCAA Season 99 Girls Volleyball, wherein, Rhea, kung di mo matatanong, in the elimination round, they were undefeated. They finished number 1. They were able to defeat EAC Cavite in the semifinals. And then pagdating nga nung nakalaban nila Perpetual in the finals. Game 1 and Game 2 both went into 5 sets. Both times they've had at least a match point. Kaya lang,
Wow.
kinapos sila, especially in that 5th set of game number 2. The score was 18-16. Ganun
Oh, wow.
ka-intense, ganun kadikit yung mga naging laban nila doon. And it was such a heartbreaking way for them to lose out on the title. But here, they get into the quarterfinals. And hopefully, they secure a 5th place finish here. And we have a good rally so far, pero hindi na naiangat doon ni Peralta. Getting the point papunta dito sa Bethel Academy.
Porto making the best out of that out-of-system play, targeting that end line where the libero of Arellano just wasn't ready for that attack.
Combination play, Porto gets shut down by the net defense of the Lady Braves.
And also a little bit late in that combination play.
(2017), Sam Maranan is now in front. Oh, the 1-2 play. Good read coming from Armitia.
Second time around, kanina si Maneja. This time it's Armintia. And it's nice to have those kinds of setters na offensive yung mindset eh.
Four-point lead. Sam Maranan. This time getting it off the block.
Two blockers already established for Bethel, and a good decision there for Samantha Maranan to go for that block out.
3 puntos. Kailangan pangabulin dito ng Arellano. Reterta down the line.
Wow. What an attack from Raterta. A very smart one, knowing that her blocker down the line was Gavika's relatively smaller one.
Oh, that service error against Bethel Academy. So Arellano still within striking distance here.
Can't afford those errors now that Arellano is only 2 points down or 3 points down.
Gavika to serve. Sa gitna sila pupunta. Shane Returta delivers.
I'm out of words for this girl. Shane Raterta, again, a main gunner for Bethel, and this time scores a point from the middle. Napatawag ng timeout itong Arellano. Let's listen in.
Sarap ka. Nasa gitna ka, no? Exit. Oh, isang pasa muna. Isang pasa. Nasa likod na yung 11. Pag nakuha nila yan, lumalamang ang palo. Nasa size ha. Ipesahan nyo ng 2 sulok. Okay? Galaw, nawawala na naman yung middle natin. Oh. Hindi natin alam kung anong nagagawin. Oh. Alam na kung anong gagawin natin. Puro open press na lang. Isang pasa muna. Saka natin problema ay pagkatapos ng pangalawa. Ha? Pasa muna. Pasa.
That huddle was powered by Smart Live More today.
Well, exactly what Coach Hebro Sardea said in that timeout. Now that Reterta is in the back row, they need to pass a good first ball to activate their offense in this rally.
This girl already has 33 big points. And we're still not done. Especially Bethel Academy manages to force a 5th and deciding set. So Amer na iangat doon ni Gavika. Samaranan through the block and forces her way in.
Much needed one for Arellano, and this time that was an out of system, but still Sam Maranan scoring a point.
That smart power play of the set presented by Smart. Live more today. Returta from the pipe. Sasagutin ni Sam Maranan, but that's gonna fall short, giving Bethel Academy set point. Serving now is Suamer. Chance ball for Bethel Academy. They go middle to Tinglasan. And she gets it para dito sa Blue Heroes.
Oh, Bethel Academy, they have exhausted the outside attackers of Arellano, and now they take set number 4 and extend this match into a 5th.
25-20, set number 5 in just a bit when we return.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories,
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
We are heading into the very first 5-set match of the 2024 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League because Bethel Academy winning set number 4, 25-20. And a much well-rounded approach this time around para dito sa Blue Heroes. Arena star was Shane Riterta, but she had reinforcements for her. On the side naman of Arellano, Catherine Chu started to get into a bit of a groove. And you saw there, Pueblas, that's at least twice or thrice that she has shut down itong si Shane Riterta. But itong si Shane, hindi naman papatinag. Tuloy-tuloy ang kanyang pagbulusok dito. And just what the doctor ordered para dito sa Bethel Academy. Tinglasan and Treinta also provided the goods. And that's why we are going to a 5th and deciding set, +7 in terms of attacks. And then the aces on the side of the Blue Heroes. And so far, Arellano has not found the answer yet on this onslaught nitong si Shane Riterta. We're going to a 5th set. Muli po Ken Panglinan alongside Ray Agas and also our courtside reporter na si Sabrina San Diego. And si Catherine Chu had her moments in set number 4, but Shane Riterta, grabe yung output niya dito, no? 33 big points. And we now present to you set number 5. And it's brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Oh, good serve coming off that intermission.
What a time for Bethel, or rather, what a way to start this set here in set number 5. And for now, itong si Armintia naman ang starting setter.
That serve goes out after getting a service ace earlier. If you're Arellano, you were already up 2 sets. Nahabol ka dito. What's gonna be your mindset heading into this 5th and deciding one?
Well, now for Arellano, it's do or die for them. Wala na silang lamang na set. And they have to give it their all. Just like that, Samantha Maranan unfazed by the double block of Bethel.
Again, forcing her way in. Sam Maranan. And the two girls that we featured in our pregame have not disappointed, Rhea, because both of them providing just the much needed production for their respective teams.
Yep.
Like we said, Shane Returta already eclipsing the 30-point barrier. Tabla tayo 2-all. Winner here will have a chance to go for a 5th place finish, while the losers will be relegated to that 7th place match. Kung sino man matatalo sa laban mamaya between FEU and LPU Cavite. Nakapuntos na naman itong Bethel Academy.
And which will also be a factor sa bracketing nila no in the next conference.
Gavica sa gitna, Pueblas, naiangat ni Doroha. Treinta doing work. Pump set, Samaranan. The coverage there by Catherine Chu.
Chance ball.
Ooh, well-placed shot. What a smart play coming from Shane Reterta.
Well, everyone for Arellano nasa harap na. And the only way to do that if you give up a chance ball is to play smart. And that is what Reterta did in that last play.
Kita mo si Doroha. Iika-ika. She was called by our first referee. She's just limping out there. You see the libero right now for Bethel Academy. But cutting it out because this is a very important match for them. Naiangat, papunta kay Samaranan, and that is good. Parang dito kay Samaranan, the NCAA Season 99 Girls Volleyball MVP.
Samantha Maranan taking care of business here in set number 5 and playing a good side-out game so far.
For 3. Oh, Shane Returta just soaring there. Si Treinta, cut shot. Maranan rises.
Oh!
But there was a net touch violation against the Blue Heroes.
And Reterta immediately apologizing as she committed that error. Galing pata siyang depensa doon.
Tabla tayo, 4-all. Sa gitna, Reterta.
Whoa!
Nandoon si Samaranan, able to guide that one onto the side of the court nitong Bethel Academy.
This time, a 3-man block now for Shane Reterta, causing Coach Tristan Garcia to call a timeout.
Triple ka, saan dapat? Ayan na naman tayo. Okay? Relax, relax. Yung palo, mahaba. Mag-a-adjust ka lang, mag-a-adjust ka lang.
That huddle was powered by Smart Live More today.
Well, Coach Tristan Garcia recognizing the 3-man block of Reterta and telling her that pag 3-man block, 3-man floor defense din. So, she has to play smart with that.
Eh ngayon, makikipalitan muna tayo sa ating do-it-all courtside reporter na si Sabrina San Diego.
Ken and Rhea, kung mapapansin nyo na sa coaching staff, hindi lang naman talaga si Coach Tristan Garcia ang mga nagiging vocal dito at nagsasabi ng instructions sa girls. Actually, si Coach Iris, which happens to be their strength and conditioning coach, she kept reminding the Blue Heroes, no, dapat talaga nai-enjoy na nga lang nila itong game na to. Bakit? Dahil nung mga previous sets nila, ang nakita nila na pagkukulang nila is yung eye contact at ang pag-enjoy nga ng girls na dapat nakita na rin natin or nakita nakita na rin natin nung set 4. Pero sa kabilang panig naman, makikita natin na medyo tahimik na nga ang Arellano girls. At sabi lang naman sa kanila ng kanilang coach ay one pass. At nagbigay rin naman siya ng specific instruction sa kanyang setter na this time i-activate na nga niya ang kanyang middle blockers. Yun lang muna, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Sabrina San Diego. And ngayon, lamang na ang Arellano 6-5. Bethel was up earlier. Sam Maranan tried to go for the down the line kill. Gavika. No choice but to go to Sam. Inta, nalunod doon.
A faulty set by Maneha to Treinta. She was trying to approach for a C set, I think.
Lamang na dito ang Arellano by 2, 7-5. And that continues. We will now change ends. The Lady Braves ahead by 3 points. And Rhea, given the situation right now, you could just feel like Arellano is starting to play much loose, playing with a sense of urgency. On the side naman of Bethel Academy, it seems that they have taken the foot off the gas pedal, and something that Coach Tristan was alluding to in that last time out.
Well, now's the time for Bethel to double their efforts. They have worked their way here in the 5th. And itong Arellano naman, it's do or die for them. They don't have a set advantage anymore.
Sa gitna, Dinglasan though, left it short.
A good intention for Maneha to set it up to Dinglasan, but that set was too short for her.
Oh, an ace! Nagtutuloy-tuloy na dito ang Arellano University.
Well, Samantha Maranan showing up at the most crucial times. And
Coach Tristan Garcia will burn his final timeout.
Tayo na nakabahan, bakit tayo na 10? Okay, tayo nanalo kanina. Reset. Tapangan yung pasa. Magpakita. Huwag na mag-doubt. Nauna kasi tayo tapos lumalaban. Okay? Okay, go. Tasha, sa'yo yan.
That huddle was powered by Smart Live More today.
I think what Coach Tristan Garcia was trying to find with these girls is asan yung momentum nila, knowing that they won the previous 2 sets. But for Arellano, they have this bounce-back mindset after losing set 3 and 4.
This is I think this is an 8-1 run. Yeah. Kasi kanina, lamang na itong si Bethel Academy by 2. 4-2. But Arellano commits a service error. 10-6. So the Blue Heroes still pretty much in it.
And a good call for time by Coach Tristan Garcia to freeze the server in Samantha Maranan.
Dikit sa net. Nagawa ng paraan. Catherine Chu, cut shot. Oh, it's good.
Wow. Not the best of sets for Catherine Chu, but still making the most out of that set and targeting Raterta.
Arellano here in this tournament area. Slowly but surely, they got their groove. Particularly mga panalo nila against Naga College Foundation. And I think that was Stella Salipa, right? And ito, 11-7 is our score.
Back-to-back errors now for Arellano. And they need to activate other attackers.
Catherine Chu once more. Actually, she has been really key.
Yes.
dito sa fight pack ng Arellano.
And I love the intention of Gavika to set it up 3 times to Catherine Chu para bumawi.
And ito, 12-7 ang ating score. As Porto gets that one in.
And that salty stare down too. Well, not the tallest of attackers talking about Porto, but the way she jumps up there and unfazed by the double block of Arellano.
So itong Arellano, closing in, just 3 points away. Bethel Academy committing a service error.
Well, they don't need that right now. Talking about Bethel.
Serving 8. And ito si Shane Reterta, who now has 33 points. Has eclipsed the single scoring output in a single game that was held by Ara Panique last year, 27. Ito, dinagdagan pa niya. 34 points for Shane Reterta.
A much needed one for them. And Bethel Academy not out of the woods yet. Now that itong si Shane Reterta is up in the front row.
Ramdam mo yung pagod niya. And now, you can sense her frustration right now. They gave a free point. And now, it's match point para dito sa Arellano University. The Blue Heroes work so hard to get back into this game. But now Arellano has 5 chances to take this one. That's gonna go out. So a bit of a reprieve for the Blue Heroes.
Still not safe to say that Arellano has a comfortable lead here in set number 5, knowing that this is a deciding do-or-die set.
Morto with the serve. Samaranan, naiangat pa doon. Nido Roja sa gitna.
Oh!
Shane Reterta will not go away just yet.
What a perfect pass that was from Doroha that paved the way for that attack from Reterta.
That smart power play of the set presented by Smart. Live more today.
Ikaw humingi ng ganun tomba? Oh, sige, sige. Oh, isang pasa muna, isang pasa ha. Tapos na yan, isang pasa lang.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today.
Well, that's exactly what Arellano needs right now. According to Coach Hebro Sardea, yung pasa nila, they only need 1 point. And if they could get a perfect pass, you have Samantha Maranan in the front row.
3 more points. Maranan off speed. Ball still in play. Reterta. Oh, they get that one to go. 3 straight points for the Blue Heroes.
Let's see how Arellano will change things up in this rally so far. Itong Bethel, bantay sarado na si Samantha Maranan.
Kavika. They go to Maranan. Set back by Reterta. Babantayan ulit nila si Sam. Oh, this time! She drills that one and gets Arellano that win. One away for them to end this one, Rhea.
Well, who else would they go to, Ken, if you have Samantha Maranan in the front row after 3 times, finally scoring a point for Arellano.
This was one heck of a match. Arellano had to dig deep once again, much like they did in their previous matches, especially in the last two preliminary matches. But here, they prevail over Bethel Academy, the newcomers, overcoming Shane Reterta's 35-point output. And they will now play for 5th place tomorrow, while Bethel Academy, they will try to salvage 7th place. But the Lady Braves, much like their moniker, had a lot of courage, had a lot of grit, grinding it out. But in the end, Sam Maranan just closing out the show para dito sa Arellano University. And a 5-set win as we present to you our MVP of the match in just a bit when we return.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with smart postpaid, powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with smart postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Final score, 25-21, 27-25, 21-25, 20-25, and 15-12. Arellano University surviving Bethel Academy as we now present to you our MVP of the match, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
Samantha Maranan continues to produce the numbers for Arellano, and a much needed one here in their game against Bethel.
And she put in the finishing touches in this one, Samaranan. What a performance for her, and she is with Sambrina Sanjego.
Thanks, Ken and Rhea, with 22 attacks, 1 block, and 4 aces. Congratulations to you, Sam, and of course, the rest of the team. Balikan natin mga nangyari sa game. Sabi naman sa akin ng inyong coach na si Coach Hebron, yesterday's game, kahit naman na natalo kayo, it was still a great game. So ano yung nadala ninyo or na-apply nyo in today's game?
Yung nadala po namin and na-apply namin is yung depensa unang-una. And yung connections po namin medyo nawala nung second and third set. Third and fourth set pala. And yun naman po, nung fifth set naman, bumawi naman po kami ng depensa para makuha namin yung pang fifth set.
Okay, so speaking of fifth set, nakita natin during nung timeout nyo, medyo kinall out nga ang inyong setter, which happens to be your very close friend na si Chai. So gaano ba ka-importante yung pagbibigay niya sa'yo ng bola, lalong-lalo na fifth set na yun? Walk through mo kami dun sa fifth set.
Sa amin naman po, yung connection and yung tiwala po, yun po yung pinakamahalaga sa amin.
Since ikaw ang ating best player of the game, and before you receive ang iyong Shakey Super Card, now is the time, i-greet mo naman ang mga sumusuporta sa'yo and mga fans, of course, ng iyong team.
Ayan po. So, maraming salamat po kay Chairman, kay Francisco Caico, Peter Caico, and kay Sir Bal Caico. And sa Arellano community na palaging sumusuporta po sa amin, sa Maranan family, Pinesa family, and Tomaro family, and sa Shakey's Pizza po. Thank you po.
Wala pa yung Shakey's Pizza, pero anyway, now is the time ma-receive mo na nga yung Shakey Super Card, MVP of the match. Alright, there you have it, our best player of the game. Back to the panel.
Thank you so much. And let's check out our Smart Powered Up Plays brought to you by Smart Power All 99. Load now. And Arellano, as especially nung first 2 sets, Rhea, they were just holding off itong Bethel Academy. They would pull away late in those particular sets. Ito, set number 1, ganun nga yung nangyari, no? And Bethel Academy just had a tough time getting things going early on.
And for Bethel, they actually had a slow start here in set number 1. Itong setter nila, si Armintia, having a hard time activating the other attackers other than Reterta, who scored at least 15 points in the first 2 sets. But yet again, they need more numbers coming from other attackers. Gaya nung sinabi ni Reterta, it's going to be hard if yung kanilang scores are only coming from the middle offense.
25-21 yung naging talaan nung set number 1. And more of the same story in set number 2, Rhea.
And here in set number 2, we saw how Arellano changed things up in their offense. In set number 1, mostly it was Samantha Maranan, but this time Catherine Chu also contributing points alongside Samantha Maranan, but also Pueblas. A good job for Gavika, again, to activate nga other options for their offense.
And Shane Retarta in the first 2 sets had 14 points. Samaranan, hindi din nagpauli with 10. And this was just a sign of things to come in our game. And Arellano taking care of set number 2 here. Samaranan started to get things going with those hard serves, those powerful spikes. 27-25, na-extend tayo ng bahagya dito. And then set number 3 was where the dominance of Shane Reterta happened here.
Exactly, this is where Bethel Academy hustled and doubled their efforts. Of course, other than Reterta, we also saw si Triinta bumalik dito after suffering an injury and saw her contribute points alongside Reterta. And we also saw si Maneja as the playmaker in this set, who has been crucial in their win in set number 3.
Grabe yung Shane Reterta. Talagang lumagari dito nung set number 3. And eto si Dinglasan putting in that finishing touches, as well as etong si Shane Reterta got the help of the net on that one. Set number 3, they win that one 25-21. And then set number 4, talagang si Reterta nagtuloy-tuloy na dito, Rhea. And on the side naman of Arellano, Kachu had her glimpses, especially when Samaranan started to become quiet in this particular set.
Exactly, and for Arellano naman, Kachu has been the target sa kanilang mga serves, and it's disrupting their first ball. Talking about Arellano, hindi sila nakakapagbigay ng offense options to other attackers like Pueblas, and their main gunner here was Samantha Maranan, which was unfortunately for them not enough to secure set number 4.
And then here, set number 5, Bethel Academy was in front here 4-2. And then Arellano University made an 8-1 run. And that proved to be the difference. Talagang tuluyan na silang lumayo dito, Rhea.
Exactly, Ken. And aside from that, itong si Samantha Maranan showed up at the most crucial times, no? 2 service aces here in set number 5, a much needed one for Arellano to, of course, boost their confidence. And for the most part, Arellano, sila na nga yung lamang dito sa set number 5.
And it was Samaranan who put the nail in the coffin. And Arellano came out victorious. And those were our smart, powered-up plays. And let's take a look at the numbers. Very evenly matched, Rhea.
Exactly, explains the 5-set game that we had earlier. 51 attacks of Arellano to 55 of Bethel, and 6 blocks ng Arellano. Almost half lang yung sa Bethel 3, and 7 service aces for the both teams, and also an equally the same amount of errors committed by both teams. And dun sa 51 attacks, Ken, 22 dun ay galing kay Samantha Maranan.
108 points apiece. That's how close this game was. But Arellano prevailing Up next, FEU Diliman kontra LPU Cavite. Keep it here only on the 2024 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.